What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. All right, everybody, look, some of the Snyder bros are probably going to enjoy this video because they all think that I'm some sort of a gun shill and I'm always caping and waving the gun flag. And look, I've always said I have no sides except the story. All right, that's the only side that I care about. I don't care about Snyder Bros side. I don't care about James Gunn side. All right. I use this, I'm Treebeard, all right? I'm Treebeard. I'm not altogether on anyone's side because no one's altogether on my side. That's how I am when it comes to this shit. All I want is a good story and a good movie. That's it. That's all right? I'm not rocking with anybody. If James Gunn could do it, great. If Zack Snyder could, he had his opportunity, and if he could do it, great. You know? So now I get to tear into James Gunn because James Gunn's a fucking idiot, all right? He's being a fucking idiot again, and now he's ruining opportunities for this movie. Whether it's good, bad, or whatever, he's ruined the opportunity for this movie to make as much money as it could have made, all right? Regardless of how you feel about whether this movie's going to be good, bad, or whatever, regardless of how it does in the box office, there is absolutely bread being left on the table because this dude don't know when to shut up. He just keeps running his mouth, don't he? It's like, bro, fall back. We've been talking about this for the last couple of months. James Gunn needs to fall back. He needs to get out of the marketing. He needs to get out of the magazines. He needs to stop talking to everybody. Hey, go talk to David Cornsweet. Go talk to Rachel Brosnahan. Go talk to Nick Holt. Go talk to them people. Do not talk to me. And if anybody asks you anything, just say, hey, just go watch the movie and tell me what you think after you see the movie. And that's it. But here we go, all right, on ThatPartPlace.com. Shout out to Marvin Montanaro. James Gunn confirms Superman is about politics, immigration, and the decline of American kindness. Says, screw them to jerks who get offended. It's like, why do you have to say anything at all? What does a statement like this accomplish except pissing people off? I mean, it doesn't make people want to go and see the movie. I mean, seriously, like, are there people like, you know what? I wasn't going to go see Superman, but now that James Gunn has said, oh, it's about politics, immigration, and the decline of human or American kindness, hot damn, I'm in the theaters now. If he hadn't said that, I never would have showed up. But now that he said it, I'm getting a ticket now. Wait, what makes James Gunn think this is good marketing for his movie? Stop talking about this stuff. Again, zero situational awareness. That's basically what James Gunn is. Do you know the climate that you in right now, bro? Do you know how people feel about, oh, look, there's going to be a whole lot of politics in my movie. There's going to be talks of immigration and the decline of American kindness. Oh, gee. Like, what is wrong with this cat? Again, no situational awareness. None. He doesn't know how to read the room. Look around. Is anybody excited about shit like this? No. So why would you put this in? Not even the fact that you would put this in a movie. I've said before, if you want to put some political social messages in your movie, you can do so and just layer it into the context so it's not over the top. It's not browbeating you with a sermon. You got to watch the movie 5, 6, 7 times before you finally see, I think I see a message in here that the director and the writer kind of laid into this movie. I didn't see it the first 5 times I watched it because I was just enjoying the spectacle and the fun of a superhero movie. I didn't give a damn about the politics. But, you know, like I said, if you want to do that, do so. But why talk about it on the front end? Let people go watch the movie and discover it for themselves. And then he comes back and screw them to the jerks who get offended. So it's like, bruh, so basically you're saying, don't go watch my movie. Fuck off, don't watch my movie. You might as well just say, fuck you. Fuck you, jerks. Because you got offended that I shoved all kinds of political messaging in my movie. Fuck off, I don't want you to watch the movie. That's basically what James Gunn is saying at this point. So like I said, he's leaving bread on the table, all right? The guy is one of the worst CEOs of a studio I've ever heard of. I'm sorry, Bob Iger got enough sense not to push this shit out there right now in today's political climate. Bob Iger got enough sense to do that. He's telling people over there, hey, man, we got to pull back on the wokeness. We got to get it out of Inside Out, too. We got to get it out of Elio. We got to get it out of all of our movies because people ain't showing up. And then here's James Gunn. Oh, yeah, we in. Bro, we doing all the politics in Superman, baby. All right, that's what we doing. Yeah, this is absolutely retarded shit. Let's go ahead and read. With mere days to release, director and DC Studios co-head James Gunn has finally said the quiet part out loud. Yes, the new Superman movie is about politics. And in a new interview with the Times of London, Gunn opened up about the themes at the heart of his DC Universe reboot, and he made it abundantly clear that this version of the Man of Steel won't shy away from commentary. I mean, Superman is the story of America, Gunn said, though it should be noted that Gunn and DC have taken extreme care to omit Superman's classic American way model from the film's promotion. He's an immigrant that came from other places and populated the country, but for me, it is mostly a story that says basic human kindness is a value and it is something we have lost. Now, I mean, he might be talking about human beings as a whole. I don't know. Is he talking about Americans have lost human kindness? Is that what he's saying? I don't know. All right. But again, it's not hard to draw conclusions. It's not hard to put two and two together because you just started talking about the story of America. And now you're saying that, oh, we've lost basic human kindness. It's a value that we've lost. And so, yeah, now you're like disrespecting the country, you know? It's like absolutely stupidity right now going on. This statement confirms what many fans have suspected and feared for months. Superman will serve as a cultural and political progressive parable rather than a traditional action-driven escapist superhero film. That's what we want. This is what we want, James Gunn. Traditional action-driven escapist superhero film. That's it. That's all. I don't need anything about politics. I don't need any lessons on immigration. None of that shit. And if you want to put it in there, don't talk about it. Just layer it into the subtext, about 5 levels deep. While Gunn frames the movie's message as one of compassion, it is unmistakably wrapped in the language of modern political narratives, particularly on the topic of immigration and America's moral standing. Superman politics front and center. The decision to frame Clark Kent's journey as a metaphor for immigration isn't new, but Gunn's overt emphasis on it, especially in the current cultural climate, put Superman squarely in the crosshairs of today's deeply divided political landscape. When asked about how audiences might react to the film's themes, Gunn didn't hold back. Yes, it plays differently. It's about human kindness, he said. And obviously there will be jerks out there who are just not kind and will take it as offensive just because it's about kindness, but screw them. And so much for nuance. Yeah, like at this point in time, James Gunn, you just screwed, like, I don't know how much money has been left on the table, you know? And, you know, like all of these hotshot millionaire directors, they don't seem to care. They're here for their messages. I don't care if you like the movie. I don't care if the movie is even good or palatable to you. I'm here to push a message. And it sounds like that's what this dude is saying. You know, it's ridiculous nonsense. Can we just have a superhero universe and everybody, again, you can put whatever you want to put in there. Let me discover it for myself. And if I hate it, if I say it's stupid, I'll check out. But like now it's like you're like setting it up. Oh yeah, this is all about the politics. This is all about American human kindness. It's been lost in America. This is all about immigration. We're a country of immigrants, which to his point, yeah, America was founded by people that immigrated into the land. That's how America came about. But again, is that something we need in a Superman movie? Do we need that lesson? We've had that lesson. Superman has had those lessons input into the movie before. Why do we need it in this one? They talk about that, and I love how they talk about, oh, we don't need to do, you know, Krypton exploding again. You know, we don't need all of these other, well, we don't need Superman being an immigrant from a foreign land, you know, an alien. We don't need that lesson pushed into the movie either. We don't need to see anything about that. All we need is good action. We've already accepted the character of Superman. We know exactly who he is. We don't need you to draw some parallels with, oh, well, you know, it's just like immigration. It's just like fucking stupid, man. It's like these guys, they'll never learn, okay? They'll never learn until they lose everything. By Gunn's own admission, the film will explore morality, conflict, and clashing values, particularly between Superman and Lois Lane. Yes, it's about politics, but on another level, it's about morality, Gunn continued. Do you never kill no matter what, which is what Superman believes, or do you have some balance as Lois believes? It's really about their relationship and the way different opinions on basic moral beliefs can tear two people apart. Again, he's explaining all the shit that we should be discovering for ourselves in the movie, in this article or in this interview. Now, because this is with, who was it with again? The Times of, what was it? The Times of London. You know, how many people are going to read this article? How many people are going to watch my video or videos like this? You know, millions and millions and millions of people will have no idea that this happened, and they'll be able to go out there and enjoy the movie for themselves. But Gunn putting this shit out there in the atmosphere is just stupid. All right. It really is stupid. I've been doing my level best to like avoid Superman topics and avoid conversations about it because I don't want any spoilers. I don't want to read reviews. I don't want to hear what anybody got to say. We got 2 days left until this movie is out for people to watch. And here's James Gunn still talking. Man, somebody need to pull the mic away from this guy, man. It's ridiculous. It's a striking turn from the classically apolitical hero who once stood for truth, justice, and the American way. In fact, Gunn's comments suggest a film more interested in questioning America's identity than celebrating it, prompting some longtime fans to wonder if this Superman even stands for anything distinctly American anymore. Well, I think that's possibly what James Gunn is hinting at, is that the rest of society has lost American values except Superman. Like, that's the world he says. Superman has entered into the world where kindness is no longer valued, but he still values kindness. And so he's going to be some sort of a criticism on the modern world, how the modern world doesn't care about kindness, but there are some people that still do. I don't know if that's how he's trying to look at it, and maybe Superman represents America in that stance. You know, we'll have to see. But look, all of this nonsense, it's leading to this divided reception before release. You know, Marvin's absolutely right. Gunn's remarks will likely add fuel to an already volatile debate around Superman and politics. Critics of recent superhero films have pointed to Hollywood's increasing tendency to inject overt political themes into beloved franchises, often at the expense of broad audience appeal. Like, just make an entertaining movie without going hard into the politics, without trying to preach to us, spitting messages in our face. People don't like it, especially if we don't rock with your politics. It should just be, like he said, apolitical. It's like, hey, man, we're just here to have a good time. And any political nonsense that we're putting into this thing is going to be layered so far deep into the subtext, you're not going to recognize it until you've watched it 3 or 4 times. And then you can start pulling the themes out of the movie. You know, on the surface, it's just fun for the whole family, for the whole world. Everybody can watch this movie. Doesn't matter what you are, whether you're black, white, whether you're an immigrant or not. All right, whether you're from this country, that country, or another country, hey, you know what? It's all about Superman. It's all about Superman saving the day and being the hero and championing truth, justice, and the American way. That's what the movie should be about, you know? But James Gunn doesn't seem to understand that, so we'll see what happens, man. But look, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. Is James Gunn just like an absolute retard? Is that where we're getting to at this point? Where this guy wants to, you know, take a classic hero like Superman, wants to make a political commentary on him, but then on top of it, you know, just can't shut up about it either, you know, and absolutely tricking off tons and tons of bread because he don't want to shut his mouth up and he wants to stand up there and be the star of the show. Oh, it's all about me and my ideas. James Gunn, I'm the hero. It's like, fuck, man, just shut up already. Let us watch a movie. So yeah, my feelings about this movie are starting to switch. Not to say that I think it's going to be garbage. It still might be a great movie. But now I'm worried about how this guy is shaping up the entire DC universe. Even if this is a great movie, how far is he willing to go? If he thinks he can get away with this, what else is he going to try to get away with? Just make movies, James Gunn, okay? Leave all the moralizing and everything else to everybody else, all right? This guy is somebody that has a very checkered past when it comes to anything morality-wise. You need to shut up and just make movies, all right? Fall back out of the marketing, out of all of this talk. Be Christopher Nolan. I don't see all of this stuff with Christopher Nolan. Fuck, man. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Jump down in the comments. Give me your thoughts and opinions on that. And thanks for watching. See you next time.